Dark Door Sport by Maison Alhambra, a good $15 perfume inspired by Dior Homme Sport 2021, coming up. Hello YouTube, hello dear Fragmatics, welcome to another video. Today we take a look at Dark Door Sport by Maison Alhambra. Let's start with the presentation. As you can see, the presentation is simple, it's clean, it's mimicking the presentation of Dior Homme Sport. Nothing complicated here. Very good box. Let me show you the bottle. Now, the bottle does the same. It's simple, it's clean. The cap is plastic, nothing special. And let me show you the atomizer and how it sprays. Perfect atomizer, nothing to complain. Good mist, no drops. It's steady, it's heavy duty, it doesn't move. The plastic sprayer, it's a different color, so it can be easy to find. Dear designers, this is how we do it. The most important thing is how it smells. And to my surprise, and for what it is, Dark Door by Maison Alhambra, it smells good for a mature man. If you are a younger lad and you like modern, sweet, jammy, sticky fragrances, you're not gonna like this so much. But for a mature man, almost for sure you're gonna like it. Being inspired by Dior Homme Sport 2021, you kind of expect that this should be a fragrance for a mature man, for a more refined taste. And now let's go to Fragmaticus. These are the accords. If you want to read them, you can pause this video. Let's jump to the notes. On the top you have Grapefruit, Elemi Resin, Bergamot, Lemon and Aldehydes, or some kind of aldehydes. In the middle you have Ginger, Cedar and Vetiver, and on the base you have Lavender, Sandalwood and Rosemary. Fellows, let's dive in and analyze the evolution of the scent profile. The opening. For a freshie is not too bad, I smelled way worse. But this one for a freshie is not too bad, especially if you leave it to maturate for at least 1 month. It changes for the good. It opens fresh, very zesty, lemony and sparkling, has a kind of a sparkling juice effect. For the first 2 minutes, it has that cleaning solution smell, but only for the first 2 minutes. It's more like, not cleaning solution, it's more like a zesty citrus soap. The citrus used here is not your common citrus you get in other perfumes. In Dark Door Sport by Maison Alhambra, it's all about the zest. Imagine grapefruit zest mixed with lemon and bergamot zest. Also, Dark Door Sport has some kind of aldehydes. The opening, it's zesty, it's sparkling, slight sweet, slight powdery and slight woody. The cedar note, at least in the opening, has a little bit of pencil shaving smell. With that said, the opening is 5 times better on skin than on clothes. On clothes it's more alcoholic, it's harsh and feels a little bit bitter. Overall, not too bad and reminds you of Dior Homme Sport 2021. Let's say around 60%. It's in that realm. It's going after the same citruses and idea. But if you own the original, for sure you will feel the difference. It's obvious. The transition into the middle happens quite fast. And this is a good thing because the zesty citruses round up their corners. You get that Elemi resin or whatever chemical mimics that effect that gives it warm, balsamic and spicy in once. In the middle you get the rounded zestiness up front, which is very good now compared to the opening, but feels less complex and less dry than Dior Homme Sport. You get also a tiny touch of woody note, but feels less powdery than in the opening and feels more like a general common cedar note. To fill the gaps behind everything, behind all that, you get a sweet lavender which stays in the back. I think the middle is balanced and well done for the price. The heart is quite good. Feels like a modern classic perfume for men. Of course, the cheap one, the one you find on discounters or inside of your local shop. The question is, does it smell like Dior Homme Sport 2021? To that I will answer yes. Let's say 70% similarity to Dior Homme Sport. Until now, if you love citrus zest, if you love woody notes, if you love lavender, I think you will like this one. If you are a mature man after 30 years old and you have a passion for classic lemony perfumes, I think you can play with this one. Finally, the Drydown gets more spicy and powdery. The citrus zest becomes more like a ginger note and the cedar note becomes more creamy, meaning the sandalwood is taking his place. You get that ginger note, but now it's all about the Elemi resin. Feels warm and balsamic, but it doesn't feel sticky, it's like heavier and darker. The creamy spicy sandalwood mixed with that resin makes a very good combo. I mean, it feels so dense, heavy, feels very warm and good, you know. In the far Drydown, you will get a green note which will relaunch the freshness, making it less dense, you know, making it again float. But it will add some earthiness also in the same time. I think that note is the Vetiver or something in that realm, or maybe patchouli. The Drydown feels heavier, less fresh, and has some kind of a coziness. I think this will work great as a chill with your woman in your arms type of fragrance. It doesn't feel complex or doesn't smell high-end, but the notes work perfectly together. And yes, if you ask, it keeps that 70% similarity to Dior Homme Sport 2021. And now fellows, let's resume all the things I just said. Dark Door Sport by Maison Alhambra. It's a good perfume inspired by Dior Homme Sport 2021. Opens less harsh than you expected, and the citrus notes, or more like the zesty notes, they are well done. They are not the typical, you know, lemon juice you find in all perfumes. The opening is not bad, but the middle and the Drydown are getting better and closer to the original. It's zesty, it's balsamic, it's woody, and towards the end, in the Drydown, it's almost ambery. Now, Dark Door Sport by Maison Alhambra evolves. The scent profile is not complex, but only changes for the best, and on skin, it smells way better than on clothes. It's refreshing and versatile, like Dior Homme Sport. And if you love citrus zest, this one will touch your soft spot. It smells good in the air and it smells good on skin. You transition from a zesty soap to a ginger and resinous profile to a creamy ambery sandalwood with vetiver or maybe patchouli. And now let's discuss performance. As expected, this one is a weak performer, but since it's a cheapie, you can abuse the atomizer. Now, longevity you can get around, depending of course of how much you spray, your skin type, conditions and everything else, you can get around 3 hours. If you spray it on clothes, you can add an extra hour, or let's say the most 2 hours max. Projection is also weak for at least, let's say, 1 hour. Sillage also weak for 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, something like that. Seasons and time of the day, I mean, this is good for warm weather, but of course you can use it daily, no matter the season or no matter the time of the day. Occasions, this one is perfect for running errands, office work, casual or formal events, chill with your family, chill with your wife, or chill by yourself, but not like that. When it comes to the age, I think men over 25 years will appreciate Dark Door Sport because it feels mature and kind of classic, like also the original. Who can wear this fragrance? This is without doubts a manly fragrance. And now let's see what the thumb of approval has to say. Do I like this fragrance? Yes, I like the scent profile. First of all, because it's inspired by Dior Homme Sport. Second of all, because it's a good cheapie for what it offers. I mean, I've seen worse, but in the same time it's nothing groundbreaking and has plenty of flaws. The big question: is Dark Door Sport by Maison Alhambra a safe blind buy? Yes, it is. Dark Door Sport is a safe blind buy for the price, because if you end up not liking it, you can easily find another friend, another guy who will get along with this scent profile. With that said, I need to clear something. This is not a 90% identical to the Dior Homme Sport 2021. This is not the perfect dupe like all the other YouTubers say, you know, like always they hype everything is like perfect clone, 90%, 99%. No, this is not that. But for the price and for how the notes are done, you know, it's good. As a standalone perfume, it's good. As a standalone inspired by Dior Homme Sport, nothing to complain. To put it in other words, let me explain to you this. Fellows, you will feel me here. You know that moment when a cheap car company copies the design of a more expensive car and you are standing there and you are like, whoa, that looks like a Porsche or a Volvo, but it's not. Well, picture that when you buy Dark Door Sport by Maison Alhambra. If you want a cheap, zesty perfume for daily use, I think this one can be a good choice for you, especially if you can get it for a price around $15 or euros, or sometimes even less than that. You can buy it as a gift for your father, for your uncle, for your older brother, for your cousin, or for personal use. I think some of you fellows, especially if you have a taste for classic, manly and mature perfumes, you can get along with this, even if you never smelled the original Dior Homme Sport 2021. Final question is, for the price of $15 or euros, or even less than that if I get lucky, if I can test Dark Door Sport before, will I buy a bottle? The answer is yes, I think I would buy a bottle. But this is me and my taste. And that's all for today, dear Fragmatics. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave your feedback. A big and special thank you to all my current subscribers. If you are new here and if you stayed until the end of this video, it means that I'm doing something good, something you like, something useful for you. So I will invite you to subscribe and join the family. To all of you, a big special thank you for watching my videos, for your feedback and for being here. That's all for today. Until next time, take care, smile and smell amazing. Bye!